Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? And welcome to the Wandavision Spoiler Talk, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. Now, again, guys, this is the spoiler talk. Remember, everything that's going to be going on down here is what just happened in the last episode. So if you just came in here just to kind of get a glimpse of what's going on, please remember, this is spoiler talk about episode 9. And we're going to start right now. Willie, oh my God. Okay, look. I loved this episode. This episode to me was just phenomenal. I feel that the fact that now we get Wanda just getting her name, the Scarlet Witch, and becoming the Scarlet Witch, that's it, bro. Like I'm like, you know what? I actually got a thing for her now that she has her red eyes and that outfit and the little crown. I got the hots, like the biggest hots now, more than before.
Okay, this is a warning to anybody who's going to the con tomorrow. Don't wear red contacts. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Just if you do, be 10 feet away from me.
Just
Bad things happen.
Just
Bad
don't.
things happen. Willie was going to put red contacts, and I told him pretty much in his ear.
Willie was not going to do such a thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, you were. I was going to whisper in your ear, kind of like Wanda, and be like, "No more eyes." And you're gonna be like, "What?"
No. Oh, great. Now you want me blind. Oh, I'm kind of blind already. But no, that's not going to happen. The asshole.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. But yes, I do have a thing for that now. I'm like, oh my God.
All right.
But yes, Willie, what are your thoughts about this last episode? Because you told me you're underwhelmed about it, which I might understand, but you have to give me more details about this.
Okay. So, but I will admit that part of the reason why I'm underwhelmed is my own fault.
Okay.
Because you go through all these episodes thinking to yourself, okay, I see this coming. I see that coming. They have this. They reference this. In the comic books, this happens. And that's why I said before, we got to learn to just let them do what they're going to do. We can theorize, but don't get too hyped up on it. Mm-hmm. Because all the things that were, all the balls that were in the air being juggled.
Yeah.
I was trying to see where each one was going to land. And some of them just dropped like fucking duds. Evan Peters is in. Oh my God! Does this mean that the Fox Quicksilver, did they open a door to the multiverse?
Nope.
No, it's just some dude named Ralph.
Which we always get, but that's the beauty part of it, because we kept speculating who the fuck was Ralph in this damn series,
and it was him.
It was him the whole time. But one thing I am a little upset about, being that he came up in the early episodes, and we saw him. How come they didn't put him up in the boards? Because if they would have saw him and they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, this is Mr. Boner," and they would have put him up there like, "Oh, this is just Boner."
Because they didn't see him.
They didn't see him.
They hadn't seen him. They didn't see him until he didn't come out until episode 5 or 6?
Yeah, give or take.
Right, and by that time they weren't. By that time they were past the whole thing of, let's have ID these people. They didn't put Dottie up there either. And that's another thing. We thought Dottie had something to do with this. I had seen some theories that Dottie was going to be Arcana. Arcana is there's a superhero team in Marvel that is like their way of copying the Justice League, not the Justice League. Well, sort of, kind of. They're called Squadron Supreme, and they have a magic user named Arcana, who is supposed to be their version of Zatanna.
Okay, the names match almost.
Well, not and the fact is, people were getting all into the whole thing that how everybody's magic is color coded.
Yeah.
Red, Scarlet Witch's is red, and she happens to have red and pink flowers in her flower bed. Agatha's is purple, and she has purple flowers. Oh my God, Dottie has yellow flowers. That's yellow magic. She's Arcana. No, it's just Dottie. Not her real name obviously wasn't Dottie, but the scene when Agatha took everybody out of the illusion, and she's coming up, bruh. I felt for everybody there. She comes up to Wanda. She goes to Wanda. Listen, you can just wake up my kids. I mean, you can wake them up. We can have, if that's the episode that you want.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I had feelings for all this, man. I've grown so attached to everything that was going on in WandaVision that the minute that of course, I'm gonna be honest. I think Agatha, besides waking them up, I think she put something in there kind of to fuck with their minds, because literally they all woke up and they just went at her. But then again, they kept saying that she's in their head. They kept saying that. So I was like, okay,
exactly. They knew who was in their head. They understood it because she was the one that's basically pulling the strings.
Technically, and especially when they went to sleep, they're even saying all her nightmares were their nightmares.
Yeah,
dude, that is bad.
They wanted to have their own dreams. I mean, these people were fucked up. The older lady, listen, if you're not gonna let us go, just kill us.
Kill us, yeah.
That was pretty strong. But back to what I'm saying. Back to what I'm saying.
Yes.
All through this entire series, and it's a great series. I don't want anyone to think that I don't like it. I do like the series.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I hyped myself up in a direction that it didn't go. I still think they have up in the air the whole mutant question.
I think so too.
Because it's been established that Wanda deals in witchcraft, but she's not a witch. Meaning that she didn't have a coven. As this is also said by Agatha. She didn't have a coven. No one taught her this. The Mind Stone just woke it up in her one day. Yeah. And maybe she had it subconsciously because she did prevent the Stark bomb from blowing her up when they were kids in Sokovia. But it was like not fully out. So she has all these powers and she didn't train.
Yeah, I think it was all like little things that she kind of learned, I guess, out of instinct. Because
in this episode, she did that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be like, for instance, the part where she gets Agatha and she does that whole "I'm gonna mind fuck you" thing to her, like she's done to like how she's done to technically everybody in Age of Ultron.
Except Hawkeye.
Except Hawkeye.
Please play that clip.
I've done the whole mind control thing.
Not a fan.
I've done the whole mind control thing.
Not a fan.
Oh, that's such a God. I love that part.
For all y'all who say that Hawkeye's boring, fuck you. I want to see this man have his own show.
Yes, and I'm gonna be honest, dude. He's done so much. Well, he's done a lot, but in reality, again, this girl technically was just working off of, I guess, autopilot for a while.
Yeah, she was just part of the whole. Essentially, everything happened because in her grief, her powers popped. She didn't have control over it. It just, in her grief, just came out and basically made the hex.
Yeah.
So that's without any training
at all. But
I'll get to that point in a second.
Go ahead.
Going.
No, okay. So the fact that she was going autopilot, and then you have Agatha pretty much fucking with her, and I called it. She was the fucking shark sucking the life out of that bitch.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Now I want to call Wanda a bitch, but she was sucking the life out of her, just sucking her powers because she wanted that power. She wanted it all, and I don't blame her, because she's just there doing her thing. She really wants to be like the head freaking witch, I guess. But now you're dealing with Wanda, and Wanda doesn't really know what she's doing. Of course, you're gonna want to take that thing away from her because you're like, you don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. You can keep your fantasy world or whatever the hell you have here, and I'm gonna be doing bad all by myself. But I'm gonna be honest when I say this part. When she did that mind thing, and that she was in her head fucking with her and all this, I will guarantee you that I think she pulled a lot of information while she was messing with her the whole time. Because all suddenly in that fight scene that she started shooting everywhere and putting the spells for it could be an inclusion of the freaking, for the witch spell, for the witchcraft won't happen or work just because of, just to let the solo witch control it. I thought that was genius. I lost it all when I saw that part.
Listen, there was a lot of shit going on. Like all the action that we were missing from the first couple of episodes, they all put it here. We had Hex Vision versus White Vision.
Yes.
We had Agatha Harkness versus Wanda. She didn't fully embrace the Scarlet Witch yet when it started. We had Monica Rambeau first by knocking out Ralph, and this is funny. His last name is Boner.
Yeah.
And we have what's the fucking guy's name? I have no brains. My memory is terrible. Well, sword director guy, I forgot his name.
That guy. I forget him too.
I forgot. Damn it! I hate myself. I'm gonna have to remember because if not, Hayward, Tyler Hayward,
Tyler. Okay.
and Hayward trying to do his stupid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of things going on. The Vision thing was resolved relatively quickly. I do like the way it was resolved. It was very War Games, where you tell the computer you tell the computer to try to figure shit out, and you put a fucked up situation that they can't figure out. That was well done.
I loved it. The fact that they did mind games, not even mind games, they're fighting and questioning things.
No,
while they're going
it's just
at
they
it.
were fighting. What they were fighting, and then Hex Vision goes and said, "Oh, well, you know, why are you doing this?" And White Vision's like, "I was told to destroy the Vision."
Yeah.
And Hex Vision's like, "Well, okay, but who's the Vision? I'm not Vision. You're Vision." And he had to explain it to him, and he used the whole mind game of the ship of Theseus, which I don't want to get. I mean, it's a cool metaphysical thing, like, you know, what it comes down to identity, like what is really real, and it's great and all, but I'm old and it's past 9 o'clock. It's just you know, let's just say it was cool and move on, okay? But that's it. The White Vision gets to thinking. Hex Vision touches him on the forehead, and okay, peace out.
Yeah, but in the same way, I feel that Hex Vision pretty much inserted everything he needed so he can know what's going on, of course, and I guess he can know what's going on because his eyes went from crazy bionic freaking android to Vision.
That's the one thing I did call. That was the way Vision was going to get out of the Hex.
You're absolutely right. You did say that. He was going to be the vessel just to be that. Now, here's another thing. Because when he did that and he let go, you know, the whole thing that he implanted that memory into Vision one night, you saw the little emblem in his head turn yellow for a brief second and went back to blue.
Instant, yes.
So that means to me that Vision's in there now. That's it.
That gave me a whole little flashback to Age of Ultron when Jarvis got into the network and started basically taking Ultron's consciousness offline.
Yeah.
But again, that was well done. But you know, that after everything that was building up in our heads, it's just, oh, I see your point. Bye.
Yeah.
The fight between Hayward and pretty much everybody.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Was funny.
Oh,
it was funny the way everything turned out. It sucks that Darcy ended up just being, oh, I'm the one that crashed into your car and got you caught.
Yeah.
But
it felt like a Scooby-Doo moment, to be honest.
No, not just that. At that point, that's the only thing that was left for her to do. I mean, she had done all the science parts earlier. True. And yeah, the heavyweights are fighting now. She has nothing to contribute.
Nothing, except that she was stuck in traffic the whole time.
And Hayward, okay, you know, I will say that Hayward was a terribly written character.
Mm-hmm.
Horribly written character. Like, whatever little, not sympathy, but whatever logic he had in the way he was acting before, you know, trying to be the hard ass because, oh, you don't understand, Monica, you didn't live through the 5 years of the snap like I did. All that went out the fucking window. He just became the mustache twirling villain.
Yeah, which again, I thought Sword was supposed to be the good guys. So now I'm kind of curious on what's inside Sword, being that this guy was running it though.
Well, but that doesn't matter. I mean, Sword is what it's going to be. Sword was working on his orders because he was a director. He was fucked up. That doesn't mean that Sword itself was messed up.
Okay.
But like, seriously, when everything ended, that the FBI grabbed him to take him away, there was a part of me that was waiting for him to say, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Told you, Scooby-Doo movement. I was waiting for
That's right. Because
I was waiting for it.
we got to see Wiccan and Speed, the kids.
Yes.
We got to see them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Monica Rambeau jumped in front of a gun because this imbecile, Tyler Hayward, thought it would be a good idea to fire at 2 kids.
Yeah.
He jumps in front, and she uses her full-time powers to
slow down, technically.
Slow down all the bullets except one.
Yeah.
Which Billy caught.
Yeah, like nothing. Like
with his magic.
Boss.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So, we get to see little things like that.
Yeah.
But the ultimate thing was Wanda, from the very beginning of this episode, showed, well, she's been at it for like the last 2.5 episodes, showing that she doesn't really know how to control her magic, and she doesn't know where the rules of magic, but she did show that she can learn really quick.
Oh, definitely. Really
because
fast.
she took the lesson that Agatha showed her about the person, the witch who casts the runes is the only one that can cast magic.
Mm-hmm.
So in the climactic scene, when there's no way that at that point Wanda can go, toe to toe properly with Agatha.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that she's throwing at Agatha, Agatha's just absorbing.
Yeah.
Which is drying her up, like happened to Wanda's coven back in Salem.
Yeah.
And she's just violently throwing fire magic balls at her.
Yeah, even to the point where even Agatha was like, "The fuck she's aiming at," because she was so drawn into the power. Yeah, but she was hitting everywhere, and Agatha was kind of like, "The fuck is this lady doing? Who she's aiming at?"
Agatha was more focused on the fact that she was draining Wanda of her magic than she was really thinking about what was going on. Because when she finally went to go and just finish sucking out all the magic from Wanda, blanks. She can't fire no more. Yep. Because every time that Wanda missed, she was carving out a rune.
Yeah, in a giant freaking hex. Because
a giant rune inside the giant hex.
Dude,
and that's when she went
fucking lifeless right there. You're done.
And that's when she went completely nuts and officially took on the mantle of the Scarlet Witch. And I'm gonna say it, Jose said it, and I'm gonna say it too. I like the way they modernized her costume.
Oh, I will agree. I agree with you 110% on that.
Very well done, because the costume in the comic books was very hokey.
Yeah.
They poked fun at it in the Halloween episode because it was very hokey.
Yep.
But
I agree with you.
The way that they have the way they made it now was, I think, perfect.
Exactly. But look, I'm gonna tell you something right now, which you might know about this already. So the part when we see that Scarlet Witch goes to Agatha and she does that little mind thing just to bring her back to the coven so she can see her dead family and all that good stuff. And then she does that role reversal, which technically goes right after Scarlet Witch again, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you even remember this part, but do you remember when she did it to Tony?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember what happened afterwards?
It happened.
No. The part that the minute she did it to Tony and Tony saw the vision of the monster, the dead Avengers and everything, and he saw everything, all that memory went straight inside her. She saw everything that Tony saw and she got scared. She freaked out because she's like, wait a minute. This is not right. I thought this guy was the bad guy in kind of that sense. Even though she was still like, fuck Tony, but in her head, she was like, wait a minute. Why is he worried about his friends? What's going on here? Like, something's not right. So she got all those memories in her head about Tony because she still kind of fucked him a little bit, here and there and whatnot. But she got those memories. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up is, again, how you said she's a quick learner. And I think she went in her head and did whatever she did there in that little one scene. But my speculation, the way I think about it, is she did that enough to grab whatever information she can get out of Agatha's head, which technically how to do the spells on the hex and how to suck power, because she started draining her out as well once she was getting her powers back.
Well, remember during that sequence, Agatha turned it around on her. And I bring up the thing of what happened when she was in Tony's head. Everything that she saw came true.
Yeah.
Because you remember that she saw the big Chitauri monster ship things flying in the air, and Captain America's shield cracked,
Yeah.
and everybody dead.
Yeah.
That was essentially Endgame.
Technically.
Well, she just saw how other witches react to her.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going to happen in the future.
I think so.
I just love the way she handled Agatha.
I loved it. It felt so good. Like
It
it was
felt
this whole
so
thing. Oh my God,
proper.
so good.
I was afraid that Marvel was going to do the Marvel thing they always fucking do and kill the villain.
Nah.
Y'all got to stop killing villains. You're running out.
Yeah, because then we're gonna have nothing to run on. But I'm gonna be
But
honest.
no.
This was actually a
Agatha-
good way. I loved it.
Agatha was. I feel that Agatha was too big of a character to kill off.
I agree.
Like, okay, right now until now the ones they've killed are Ironmonger and Yellow Jacket and Killmonger. I mean, you know, though they're saying that he might be back in Black Panther too, because people never die in comic books. But
Yeah.
I like that she basically just stashed Agatha away.
Yeah. She pretty much said, I'm gonna need you one day. And bloop, and
No,
just
so-
turned her to
yeah,
the nosy
no.
neighbor.
Agatha said, "Well, you may need me," and Wanda just said, "And I know where to find you."
Boop. And turned her to the nosy neighbor.
That was fucking awesome.
That was amazing.
Very well done.
That was amazing right there. But now,
was very-
now let's get to one thing, which again, guys, I'm gonna let you know, I'm an idiot. I only read partial message from what Willie told me, and I only saw the mid credits. I didn't know those an after credits of this whole thing. So we saw the mid credits. We saw that they took Monica to a theater because she wanted to talk to somebody, supposedly one of the agents, and come to find out that one of the agents was a Skrull and told her pretty much that somebody is waiting for her up in space, which that's hinting already for Captain Marvel. And she got
Not
excited.
just Captain Marvel. No, hold on a second.
Oh no!
Not just
Also,
Captain Marvel.
also Nick Fury.
Yes, said he want. You have a friend up. You have a friend up there, and he wants to see you.
Oh, I forgot
Up
about
where? And
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
So,
we know that.
yeah.
We know that Nick Fury's working with the Skrulls from the ending of Far From Home.
that. Correct.
That's gonna eventually. Those little things that are happening now are going to lead into Secret Invasion, because Kevin Feige is a mad genius.
Yes. But now let's talk about the second ending, which again I saw and I flipped out because it looks like we're in the mountains of the Himalayas somewhere in Egypt. We're far as hell. We're somewhere where it's not. Look, I'm gonna be honest. That place looks amazing. I want to live there. But it's somewhere in these little nice mountains. You know, there's a stream of water, beautiful area, and you see Wanda just sitting there, just drinking her, I guess, tea and whatever. And you're kind of zooming in slowly, and you're looking at her, and all of a sudden she gets up, she's walking, you're walking right behind her. But then you see her pick up the tea and she's pouring it in, but the camera keeps going. And it goes into this bedroom. And when you're in that bedroom and it turns, you see Scarlet Witch doing the same thing like freaking Doctor Strange, pretty much projecting his body out to start studying. And what she's studying is that witchcraft, the witch book. What's it called again, Willie?
Oh my God! What was you're gonna make
Coven?
me try to remember shit?
Whatever.
No, the
Well,
Coven. No, it was. Oh my
well,
God! It was.
there- she's reading that book, the book that Agatha had, and she is going by it and waving her hands, doing these little spells, and then all of a sudden you hear Billy screaming for his mom, "Mommy!" Hey!" And all of a sudden you just see her just kind of look up, and boom, it turns red and gone. That's it. Poof.
The book is called The Darkhold,
The
and
Darkhold.
that area that she's in, it may hold special. It may hold special meaning
Yeah,
because
I'm thinking about
okay,
Doctor Strange.
It looked very Eastern European. So you would think, okay, maybe she went back to Sokovia. But in the comic books, Wanda and Pietro were raised in an area called Wundagore Mountain.
Like what, Switzerland?
No, in Eastern Europe.
Oh.
Wundagore Mountain is not a real mountain. It's a fake mountain, just like Sokovia is a fake place.
Got you.
But there's thought that maybe that's Wundagore Mountain that she's at the base of. And yeah, her physical form is sitting there making tea, but her astral form is reading the book, and it's called the Darkhold.
Yeah.
And the Darkhold is important because the Darkhold is like evil magic.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know, because it's been established, that she has chaos magic, and the Lord of Chaos is Cthon.
Got it.
And so now all the speculation that we drive ourselves nuts with starts to kick into place. Is Cthon going to be the villain for Doctor Strange 2? Is that why Scarlet Witch is involved?
And another thing, if she's reading the book, the evil book, does that mean she's gonna become evil, or she's just learning all the powers for she could be
maybe
prepared?
She's learning all the powers. Maybe she's learning all the powers. Remember, Agatha mentioned that the Scarlet Witch is stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah. You're
So maybe
right.
Doctor Strange needs her help if it's going to be Cthon. Maybe
Definitely.
it's not Cthon. Maybe it's Nightmare. Maybe it's Mephisto. Maybe it's Ralph Boner. I don't know. But yes, and you hear her kids talking to her, and so they could be in some pocket dimension or whatever. And I go back to what I said once before. Don't forget that in the comic books, the kids were made from pieces of Mephisto.
That's I'm telling you right now, I'm ready. And this looks like, again, that's gonna probably lead up to a season 2 of WandaVision. And that's
I don't see a season 2.
I don't know. We can't say we don't either, because even Kevin Feige kind of like went around it and didn't really say yes or no to it, but there's a possibility still. So we gotta see. We have to see what happens, to be honest.
He's not gonna say yes or no to it because he doesn't let anything go. That man's got secrets and he's gonna keep them.
Yeah. But you know what? I will say there might be, and this is why. Because if we're going to be having these movies coming up, we're not going to be focused on Wanda trying to bring back the kids and Vision, even though we have a Vision out there now. So maybe her main focus might be making Vision a little more Vision, should I say? Or bring back the kids. But I don't think they're going to focus on movies.
I can see a storyline where White Vision is out, out and about, and Wanda comes across him, but he doesn't have the same feelings that her Vision had, which again is from the comic books. When they took him apart to try to, prevent him from doing the shit that he did that one time and put him back together, he had lost the brain patterns of Simon Williams, and so he was just a synthesoid. He was just a robot.
Yeah. And
Scarlet Witch they started, going nuts because the Vision that she loved was no longer there.
Yeah.
So they could go that route.
They might.
There's a lot of things they could do. There's so much source material.
There is.
And
they have plenty to work with.
And I'm going to keep repeating. Kevin Feige has shown that he knows how to weave the source material in a way that keeps us engaged.
Indeed.
It's also stupid for us. It's also stupid for us to think that the things that are going to happen in movies are going to happen 100% the way they did in the comic books. Because if that's the case, what's the point of even watching the movie? We saw it in the book.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, because it's going to be stupid. Oh, guys, this movie's going to come out. A bunch of us are going to go online or get the paperback and start reading it. Okay, I know what's going to happen, and sit there. And then just be like kind of angry trolls and just be like, yeah, I already saw the movie, I read the book, and this is what's going to happen. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the fact they change it up a little bit, to be honest.
I like it too. I like the fact that, they are twisting the stories around in ways that will work better in a movie setting.
Yeah.
Because also, can you imagine if they did everything strictly by the book?
Lord,
we would have had the tacky looking Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, God, thank you, God, Jesus.
So now, what happens from here? Well, this is supposed to lead into Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
We have Falcon and Winter Soldier coming out not this Friday, next Friday.
Next Friday.
And the machine's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Now there's things that we're looking forward to differently in the other series, like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to see what Zemo's up to. I want to. I still want to see the Black Widow movie.
Indeed, definitely.
There's still talk about and She-Hulk. They're gonna do a She-Hulk series. They're talking about that. Okay, Hulk is gonna be there, and there's a possibility that Thunderbolt Ross becomes Red Hulk.
Phew. Bruh.
Will Amadeus Cho Hulk show up too?
I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out, to be honest. And
Gonna be a big old Hulkathon.
just big green bastards everywhere.
Oh, starring Hulk Hogan.
Oh god, you got it, brother.
That would be funny. I still say Chris Hemsworth shows up to Thor wearing the Hulk Hogan stuff and saying, "Let me tell you about the 9 realms, brother."
Watch. If that happens, I'll die.
I will laugh. I will laugh.
But Willie, what I want to end, we're going to end this already, but what I want to end it on is, what are your final thoughts? Like your final thoughts about, besides the Wanda series, but the future of this, of Wanda, of the Wanda series now.
We still have a lot of different things to go through. Loki is going to come out after Falcon and Winter Soldier, and this is the Loki from the past that got that got the Tesseract and peace out while Tony was losing Tony lost the Tesseract. That Loki is going to be walking around, and he's going to be talking to the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, which is like time cops. That's going to be cool.
It's going to be interesting. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun series. I'm going to tell you right now.
Again, I want to see the movie Black Widow. I want Marvel to finally show us something of the Eternals and of Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right, Willie.
We will get something soon enough. But I get itchy. I want to see that stuff now. And there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks that Warner couldn't have the gumption to tackle all this shit properly. But Marvel is. Maybe one day Warner's will catch up. Maybe DC will catch up.
I pray on it, dude. I pray on it.
We can have proper movies for some of the most iconic superheroes to ever exist.
Yeah. You're right. I hope.
And Batman.
Of course.
And Batman. I'm sorry. Listen, you're going to put Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. These are almost, in the case of Wonder Woman, a literal god. In the case of Superman or Aquaman, near gods. And then you have Batman, who is essentially IT. He is IT who just happens to know how to fight.
Definitely. Well, that's kind of like.
Oh no, because if you give Batman time to prepare, he can beat everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I hear you telling me is, all I got to do is not give him time to prepare, and I can beat him.
Yeah, technically, you're gonna have the fucking IT guy beating the shit out of you, and you should just give me some time so I can learn how to kick your ass. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. I want to give the guy who's dangerous some time because I want him to beat me fair and square.
Oh, of course, yeah. I want it to be a fair fight. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Beat his ass while he's holding his Windows 98 install discs, and fuck him.
Oh my god! But you know
that's
what?
Just funny. I don't care what you say.
That's hilarious. It is. But guys, so yeah, that's Willie's final thought. And as for me, I'm just very excited, and I can't wait to see more what's coming in the future for Marvel and in the TV shows and in the movies. And I want to say this again, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you like this whole segment that we're doing about spoiler talks about movies and shows like that, let us know. Comment down below. Let us know if you want to see more of these type of videos as well, because we cover a lot of movies, shows, and stuff like that on a weekly basis anyways. And if you guys would love to hear more things like this, please let us know again down below, and we will love to hear what your thoughts about this episode. And as always,
I'm thinking about maybe we should start watching Superman and Lois.
I need to check that out. I seen it, and I'm kind of pissed at the fact that because they knew that black suit Superman was about to come out, and now this one came out with the black suit. So I'm kind of like, motherfuckers. But then now people are talking good things about it. I really want to check it out as well. You're absolutely right. I would love to talk about it.
Check it out. Maybe we should check it out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things floating around that I haven't really gotten myself into. Again, I had pretty much sold off on TV shows until I started getting into Mandalorian and now WandaVision.
Yeah, same here. This is actually one of those times that I'm like, wow, I actually saw 2 TV shows that I actually finished.
Yeah.
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 But guys, again, thank you so much for joining us on this spoiler talk, and we'll